Some of you might remember the Rabbit R1. I done a video on this a few months back talking about what the benefits and the perks of having a handheld standalone AI in a box would be going forward. However, in that video, I don't feel like I gave it its best props because I didn't see the benefit of it. I did mention that at some point these boxes will become obsolete because of how Apple and other tech companies are pushing AI in their phones and their computers and all the other day-to-day items that we then use. So I also done a video maybe a year ago for these guys, which are the Meta Ray-Ban glasses. And these bad boys also have AI in it. But at the time of recording the previous video, the AI wasn't available in the UK, whereas now it actually is. So we can actually use these and get the full AI benefit out of it. But that also being said, 18.2 iOS for the Apple iPhone has now come out. And with that coming out, AI intelligence, or Apple intelligence as they're calling it, is now available on the iPhone in the UK. So then the question comes back to this guy. Is this something that still has relevance or a use now that Gemini is about and Apple intelligence and Meta intelligence, if that's what it's called, or AI, Meta AI, I don't know what they're calling it, but point is how useful is this guy? Do you still need a separate AI system or separate box, separate device? Let's call it a device, a separate device to carry around alongside all of the other stuff that you carry in your bags and your pockets. Even cameras have AI in it. So the camera that we're currently recording on, which is the A6700, has AI capabilities as well. And this has a camera and very limited capabilities. It's had a few updates since the last video that we've done. And the update, it's not that much different, I don't think. With that update, I feel like it's just changed how you access the display. So you no longer shake to get the display, you scroll upwards and then the display comes up. So it also answers more complex questions compared to what it used to. Now that still doesn't justify or warrant enough for this to be something that's part of my daily carry. Whereas we now have Apple Intelligence, and this guy is just like Siri on steroids. And you can ask questions to it and it gives you instant answers. It's something that you're going to carry around pretty much all the time. And you're never really going to go anywhere without your phone. Because, I mean, nowadays, phones are essentially like everything. You got your travel ticket on there. You might have your bank card. You might have your boarding pass. You can connect to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever your vice is, it's all at the tip of your fingers and it's in a device that you carry around every single day. But it's now got AI, ChatGPT, and that's a game changer. But not only that, we've also got the Meta smart glasses, and these also have AI capability. And you can just put these on and then give simple instructions, and it doesn't require you to have anything or have any visuals. Once you say your command, then it does what it needs to do, whether it be identifying something that's in front of you or telling you the weather or the local train time or whatever it may be. This is something you can wear pretty much. It's a wearable. It doesn't take up any extra space. And if you're like me and you've got the transition lenses, you can wear them inside and it doesn't look weird. You don't look like a wannabe celebrity. Or if you've got just the standard version where, it's just the shades. I mean, you can still wear it inside if you want to, but you can wear it outside and you still have those capabilities. And it's still something that keeps your pockets a bit lighter and also your bag a bit light because it's not an extra carry. Whereas this, I don't really see the point. But since we're going to be fair about it, we've had some updates, as I said, and we now have Apple Intelligence that is available. We now have Meta AI available. So what's the best way to know how useful the Rabbit R1 is? I think it's to test and see how we get on and if we can justify carrying this around. I mean, granted, I'll be honest with you, I actually haven't used this since maybe the first week I got it. I'd done a video and probably I haven't used it again since. I turned it on a few days ago just to update and see what the new update is. And, it's not really, it's not really anything. But that being said, in the comments in the previous video, someone did say to me that this was registered as a scam and, it was never a real item and there's nothing, you can jailbreak it and all these different things. I've linked the comment below. And to be honest with you, I don't see the point in buying something you have to jailbreak. In a few days usage, the differences are clear. The Rabbit R1 operates on a basic processor, offering limited functionality and slow response times. It struggles with multitasking, causing frequent lags and crashes, and lacks an intuitive user interface experience. I often forget that I even have it with me. Meta AI's cutting-edge neural network processes information rapidly, delivering a personalized experience using sophisticated algorithms. It adapts to users' habits very swiftly, predicting needs with accuracy and efficiency. With Apple Intelligence, it's integrated seamlessly across all devices, and it offers advanced machine learning compatibility with Siri, providing context and aware suggestions, offering a smooth and user-friendly experience, which is beneficial to everybody and easy to integrate into your day-to-day life. And the verdict for me in a few short days, the Rabbit R1 is outdated technology and it pales in comparison. So there is a function on the Rabbit AI that allows you to, I guess this is the key function. This is the function, really, for the Rabbit R1, where you double tap the little side button, the camera should pop up. And when the camera pops up, you can ask the camera or the rabbit when the camera pops up, you can ask the Rabbit R1, boom, what is this item in front of me? It then thinks about it and then it describes what the item is in front of you. Now, it does take a small portion of time to kind of do. However, the iPhone 16 Pro models that have the little camera notch on the side or the camera button, that also allows you to do that too. So we now have a problem here. This is becoming redundant very quickly. Yeah. You can also do that with the Ray-Ban Meta glasses also. And again, that was the key thing for this. And this is what made this stand out for me anyways and made this worth getting. But at this point, it doesn't really seem like it's worth it anymore because we can do it with these, we can do it with this. If you've got the 16 Pro models, by the way. So as listed by Apple, here is the official breakdown of what Apple Intelligence has to offer. It gives you writing tools, which you've seen as part of the notes section, which gives you the option to proofread, rewrite messages, write friendlier, more professional, or more concise notes messages. It also gives you the option to summarize, put key points, make lists, and add a table. And then there's also ChatGPT, where you can click on that. You can describe whatever tone of text you want, whether it be a script, whether it be something informative, whether it be something for a presentation. You can ask any question, and it will then create that document for you. You can then ask it to adjust it as many times as you want, and then you'll get the perfect setup that suits you. Clean up in Photos. Now, the Photos app, Clean up in Photos will allow you to remove people and remove objects from your photos which you don't want in your photos, which, I think that's a bit extra. It's very unnecessary if you ask me, but it works for some. A memory movie in Photos. Now, that's something I really do like. I like when it creates a few images together and tells this story. It says over the years or early memories together. I don't know how it manages to figure that out, but I really do like that. That's super cool. And it then says it has natural language in search photos, which we'll figure out what that means. Notification summary. Now, notification summary, I haven't necessarily noticed a massive difference. It just gives you this like little arrow and a few lines, like it's kind of showing that you've got multiple messages from the same person. There's also an option in emails where it then summarizes the key points of a message or an email that's sent to you. Reduced interruption focus. I don't ever use focus mode, so that's no use to me. Intelligent breakthrough and silencing focus. I don't ever use focus, as I just said. Priority messages in mail. I mean, that I don't really necessarily like, because I feel like, how does it determine what the priorities are? Because when I look at the like some of the messages it puts as priority, they're nowhere near important or necessary what I want to see. So that's dependent on and up for interpretation. Siri enhancement and Siri. Oh, we just activated it. Siri enhancement. Now that is something we have seen with the new glow around the side rather than the little sphere graphic that used to come up in the middle, and it answers more intelligent questions, more in-depth questions. I do like the new voices on it. I really like the I think it's like British number 4, where the guy sounds like someone that I might have seen in the street before, someone more local, less Queen's English, which is not how we speak here. But yeah, anyways. And obviously then there's ChatGPT integration, which works across pretty much every app on your phone. There's a big concern with AI, right? Where everybody talks about your privacy and where your information goes, and iRobot and was it Megan or whatever the film was called, where these AI robots take all your information and they become super intelligent and they start attacking you. And Apple have made a big thing of mentioning how your data is never stored. It's always safe. Privacy is their key focus when it comes to the AI being integrated into their ecosystem, which is super cool. I like that. Now, this is something that is still growing and still changing. And I think over time, when there's more updates, there will be more things that you can do and more things that will be more useful to us as consumers. But it still stands the point that this is something that you're looking forward to, or I'm looking forward to, because I use my phone on a daily basis. I use my iPad on a daily basis. Whereas something like the Rabbit R1 is not something I use on a daily basis. It's not something I'm going to think to pick up before I leave the house. It's just another device, I guess, which we could probably do without. On to the Meta Ray-Bans, and these offer a similar option to what the Apple Intelligence offers. However, it doesn't have the visuals to back it up. It doesn't have ChatGPT included. It's more of a personal kind of assistant that you kind of wear and you can hear in your ears and no one else can hear what's being said, because of the speakers on the side that allow you to be able to keep things a bit more personal. The only thing I don't necessarily love about this is it could look a bit weird in public where you're saying, "Hey Meta, what is the weather outside today?"
For which city?
What is the weather outside for London?
In London, it's currently cloudy and 9 degrees Celsius. Today's forecast shows a high of 11 degrees Celsius and a low of 9 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, the point in case is that it can be a bit awkward at times sitting in a restaurant or something like that just to access the AI capabilities and answer a question. Whereas with Apple Intelligence or Siri, it's a bit more normal, I guess. It doesn't look weird. Just literally, "Hey Siri," and then it doesn't look odd because you're talking to your phone. And I think most people know what it is. Whereas this is super discreet, which is cool, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. These have been promised to do a lot. I remember watching the keynotes when they first came out, and with all the things that this can do and the capabilities that it does have, I have very much high hopes for these glasses. For one, we know this for me personally, anyways. We know this is kind of becoming redundant, or it is redundant. It's been redundant for a very long time. And if you agree, let me know what you think down below in the comments. Thanks for watching.